His stepmother claimed that she left him at his elementary school that day before leaving, then running off to do errands. But when the school marked him as absent that day and said that he never got on or off the bus, questions started arising. Today I'm covering the case of Kyron Horman, missing out of the Portland, Oregon area since June 4th, 2010. He was only 7 years old at the time. Kyron was born September 9th, 2002 to his parents Desiree and Kane in Portland, Oregon. Now, during her pregnancy, his parents separated and ended up getting a divorce. And approximately 2 years after, when Kyron was approximately 2 years old, his mother ended up having health complications, so Kyron went to live with his father, Kane, at that time. In 2007, his father married Terry, his stepmother, and later they welcomed a baby toddler sister as well to the family. Now, the timeline of events on the day of Kyron's disappearance. Let's go over. His disappearance happened on June 4th, 2010, and his stepmother claims that she had driven him to his school at Skyline Elementary in northwest Portland to take him to a science fair. Terry claimed that she stayed with Kyron at that time up until approximately 8:45 when she left, and she stated that her last sighting of Kyron was watching him walk down the hall to his classroom. Now, she then went after that and decided to run a couple errands. Her first errand was at the Fred Meyer grocery store, where she ended her shopping journey just shortly after 10 a.m. that day. After her shopping trip, between the 10:10, I believe, and approximately around 11:30, she states that she drove around with her toddler daughter in the car, trying to soothe an earache that the toddler was having at the time. After that, from around approximately 11:30 until about 12:30, Terry says that she went to the gym to do some workout and returned home after that. And at approximately about 1:20 after that, she started posting photos of Kyron on Facebook from the science fair that morning. Afterwards, Kyron was supposed to arrive home on the bus that afternoon, but failed to do so. When they realized that he did not get off the bus that day, they contacted the school and found out that he had been marked as absent and that he did not get on or off the bus at all. So a search ensued, looking for Kyron. In the wooded areas around the school and Kyron's home, and also around out and toward Suave Island as well. Trained personnel, volunteers, law enforcement from state, local, and federal agencies are assist in this as well. Initially, there is a $25,000 reward for the information leading to Kyron and his disappearance, which then was ended up bumped up to $50,000 shortly after. That same month in June, just weeks after Kyron's disappearance, his father Kane filed divorce against his stepmother Terry, and also filed a restraining order against her as well. Now, since June 4th, 2010, there has been no sightings of Kyron whatsoever, and everyone is still looking for him. This past June marked his 15 years since his disappearance, and so there's been a renewed effort to get to find out what happened to him, including I can't say that word, I'm so sorry guys. Making everything in his file digital, so it's easier to look at and share as well. Now, during the investigation though, investigators did some polygraphs, also known as lie detector tests, on Terry, Kane, and other his mother and other folks. And the person that continued to fail the lie detector test at the time was his stepmother, Terry. Everybody else was able to pass at that time. Another thing to note was that Terry had a friend named Dee Dee Spicer, and that surfaced in the media later on, claiming that she had used burner phones to communicate with Terry around the time of the disappearance, and she was also reported as missing by her coworkers around the time for several hours during the day that Kyron went missing as well. But unfortunately, there has been no other reports about that since then, and if that actually ties into anything as well. Kyron's biological mother also filed a lawsuit against Terry at the time, alleging kidnapping, seeking damages of approximately $10 million. Now, the case was intense, but it was eventually dropped because Desiree had stated that investigators told her that they would stop sharing information on the disappearance unless she stopped. So she did so. There was also some other accounts at the time stating that the day that Kyron went missing at approximately 8:45, when Terry stated that she had walked back alone to her vehicle without Kyron, several other witnesses stated that they did not see that, but they did see Terry walking back to her vehicle with Kyron. Unfortunately, though, due to the mass variations in people's statements, that has not been either corroborated or proved currently, as the public is aware. Kyron's mother, Desiree, has continued to talk and push this case forward, looking for Kyron. She makes sure that there's candlelight vigils every year. She pushes to make sure that his name is not forgotten, and she's just desperately trying to find out what happened to her son, Kyron. If you have any information regarding the disappearance of Kyron, you can contact the FBI, who has been leading this case, at 1-800-CALL-FBI. His friends and family that loved him dearly are still trying to make sense of his disappearance and what happened, and you could possibly hold the information that they so desperately need.